What is good, budget fam? It's your boy Sneakerhead on the budget. I think we can all admit 2020 has been a really trash year. I mean, a garbage year. So much bad stuff is happening, you know, with everything going on with the pandemic. So I figured, like, it's the end of the year. Right now it's December 14th, and let's just think, what is the biggest L that I have taken in sneaker world this year? And it's been a lot. And since the last L I just took was the J Balvin that came on the 8th, I figured I might as well just share my pain with you guys. So let's get into it.
One pair to wear, one pair on ice. Aftermarket speculation will surely hike up the price. Call that all in the plans. Feeling like Mike with the ball in my hands. Swear to God.
Okay, so let's get into it. It is your boy Sneakerhead on the budget, one of the hardest working sneakerheads on YouTube. Go ahead and leave a like, share, and subscribe. What is good, budget fam? It's nice to see you guys. Definitely want to put more content out for you guys. So let's get into this video. So I already know you guys know about the L's. Everybody's been taking so many L's this year, whether it's sneaker hack, whether it's raffles, whether it's whatever. We haven't been copping the sneakers we've been trying to cop this year. So I compiled a list, my top 10 list of L's I have taken this year, just so we can just go on this path together. Let's get into some honorable mentions real quick. One honorable mentions I'm going to mention is the biohacks. Now the reason why I mentioned the biohacks and this next one I'm going to mention is because the biohacks, it was something I kind of slept on. As soon as I seen the first images, I was like, oh, those are cool. But then I actually seen them in person, I was like, damn, I slept. But the biohacks is one of my honorable mentions that, man, I took an L on that. Just by me just sleeping on them. Another thing I slept on was the pine green ones. I love the color green. So when I seen the pine green ones, I didn't like the Jordan logo, how they had it, the wings. I didn't like how they did it on that shoe. So it kind of turned me off. So I just let it pass, but then I realized, like, dang, maybe I should have went for those, because black and green is one of my favorite colors, especially green. And so now I see the shoe on people, and I'm just like, damn, man, why did I mess up? Why was I being so picky? Because then you get picky, you miss out on stuff. Not even saying the sneaker apps would have blessed me, but maybe it would have blessed me with those if I had went for that shoe. Another honorable mention is the Game Royal ones. Now, those are honorable mention because I'm still on the fence about those. I like the way they look on certain people and how they style it, but you know, it's probably something I should have looked into and should have copped. Maybe flipped. I don't know, but those are definitely honorable mention of something I probably should have looked at a little bit more before I just wrote them up. Now, this last one is a true honorable mention because there's absolutely no way I would have been able to cop them, but the astronomical price these are reselling at makes you think, man, I should have just initially invested that money. I'd have got something else, because I'm talking about the Dior ones. Now I know they had a raffle, and I think you had to put 200. I mean, not 200. I think there was 2,000 for a pair. 2,000 for a pair, 1,500 for the low. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I believe those were the prices of it, and so that was kind of something kind of turned me off. Like, sheesh. But the reward of it, you know what I mean? I couldn't wear though. I mean, I would have wore them because, you know me, I like to rock whatever I get. But oh my God, the Dior One highs are going for a college tuition for a year. That would have paid off my student loans, fam. A Dior One would have paid off my student loans, fam. Are you serious? And then we talk about the Dior One lows. Was it going at a good car down payment? A good 5 G's? Sleep. I probably should have just tried. Just so I can see if I can get them. But that's what that honorable mention, because that price was too steep to take a chance. Even though you just put it in just to see. Like, I should have just tried. I highly doubt my wife would have let me invest 2 G's into a shoe and let her know that it was going to be a $15,000 increase in the end. She probably wouldn't believe me. So that's an L. This is an L and an L. So now let's get into this top 10 list. Now for this top 10, we're talking about shoes that I really had a chance with, that either Sneakers app didn't love me or I just overthought it. So top 10 is one I just overthought, and that was the Toro 14s. Now I seen them, there's a few colorways where I seen them, look, images, the red look a little weird to me. I was like, I just wrote them off, you know, showed some people, that was pretty much it. And then when I started to see more images as it got close, I was like, oh, these are actually looking pretty nice. But I still, when it came to release date, I slept on it and I didn't go for it. So because I didn't go for it, I missed out on them. And so now they're reselling for a good amount, but It's just something I took an L on personally because I didn't like. I was like, oh, they're whatever. Like, I'm cool on 14s. Like, I like 14s. I think 14s are one of the most comfortable Jordans that have ever been released. I have a pair, but I was like, oh, no, those are alright, whatever. And then like it's one of those things where you're just like, oh, those are alright, and then you see them more and more, and you're like, damn, what did I do? Like, why did I sleep on these? Because now I see people wearing outfits, but then I'm like, these 14s are dope. But I slept on them, and now they are gone. So that's number 10. Number 9. Now number 9 is a little tricky. Number 9 is the NC to Chicago ones. That was a little tricky. I was getting really back in the sneaker game when those released, so it wasn't really something I would have copped initially. But then I seen I had a chance to cop them. This is why these are L, because somebody was putting them up for a good price, and I was holding out for another deal. And that deal fell through. And when that deal fell through, I tried to jump back in, and those were gone. So it was a big L on me, because now I look at the shoe and I'm like, damn, those are nice, man. Those are nice. So that's another L upon me. Coming in number 8 is the Air Jordan 6 DMPs. Now the DMPs are a classic shoe to me, because I remember growing up, I remember seeing them when they released with the Defining Moments pack. And my boy Kev, who had everything, was rocking the 6s, and I love 6s, and they were dope. Black and gold. Are you kidding me? That's a match made in heaven right there. But I slept on those because I was like working on other things. I didn't want to pay resale or retail at that moment. And, you know, I don't know why in my head I was thinking, like, you're not going to pay retail for these. Like, what I was thinking of that when they're releasing retail. I was thinking maybe I can cop an older pair or something like that. But none of that happened. I didn't end up getting any pairs. I know they restocked multiple times, but that's when I took an L on, man. I should have just been smart with it and just went for it. But, you know, it's another shoe that, I don't know, hopefully I can see in the future. That's definitely a shoe that I wish I had in my collection. Okay, now this one, I don't know if this is controversial or not with people, but the Mocha ones. Now, I love the Mocha ones. I started to not like that little white piece they had on top of it, on that little corner. I started not to like that, but, you know, whatever. You cover that with jeans or whatever. But the Mocha ones, a lot of people call it poor man's Travis Scott's. A lot of people hate on them. But I think they hate on them because it's anything on a Jordan 1 that's done right. This looks awesome. So those were done right, and those look freaking fantastic. So the Mocha ones were just a shoe that, like, I was definitely trying to get. I even had my wife trying to cop a pair. I was trying to cop multiple pairs. You know, you cop a few pairs, get yourself a pair that pays off your pair. That's what I was trying to do with the Mocha ones. But Sneakers app does not love me whatsoever. So a lot of these lists, as we get down to the nitty gritty, Sneakers app just does not love me. So this is one of them things that I had in my cart. I had it processing, and then I thought I got them, and then when it came down to it, you didn't get them. And then by the time I got back, they were gone. So Mocha ones are definitely on that list, and I wish I had them in my collection. All right, number 6, the Off-White 5 Sail. Now, I put these right here because I do dig the colorway. I prefer the other Off-Whites, which we'll get to in a little bit later in the list. But these were dope colorway that I was definitely trying to get a hand on, and I couldn't get it. Again, the wife tried to help me with this, and I entered so many raffles and lost every single raffle. Then I had my chance with Sneakers app, and Sneakers app again said no. Sneakers app is the Dikembe Mutumbo to me. When I feel like I'm getting a layup, Mutombo comes out of nowhere and just blocks me, and I gotta go straight to the bench because Sneakers app just rejects me every single time. Another instance when it was in my cart, processing, I'm thinking I'm doing it fast and good, and yet no, I don't get it. So this shoe definitely ends up in there. I love the way they did the silhouette. Just the different colors of it. It just looks dope. Like I said before, this wasn't the best off-white Jordan that released this year, but it's definitely one that I definitely try to get in my collection, and I'm super upset because my brother-in-law keeps hitting on Sneakers app. I'm so upset with that, but he got the juice and I don't, so I can't really be mad, huh? At number 5, at a good time, is the Oregon 5s, or the Green Apple 5s, or whatever you want to call it. Is reminiscent of the Oregon 5s that released. They do have the Jordan branding a little bit in the back, not the duck, which would have been cool. But, you know, those shoes were something that, like I said, I love green. And so those shoes were something I was trying to get. I love the green. I love 5s. The Jordan 5 was the first Air Jordan Retro that I ever bought. So it has something in my heart. So the Oregon 5 is something I was trying to cop. Plus the, ooh, you see that green on that thing? So I tried to cop it, and yeah, again, sneakers app doesn't love me. I think that was one of the fastest ones I ever tried. When I went to go into it, it was just gone. Like, as soon as I went, it was sold out. And I was like, yo, it's only 701. But those are done, y'all. And I definitely would love a pair of Oregon 5s in my collection. As I'm getting down, man, you can tell the shoes I want in my collection so bad that I'm talking about them more and more. But the Oregon 5s was something I really wanted, and I could not get it. At number 4 is going to be a pack. Now, I know they didn't release in a pack, but I'm going to put them all together because I don't want to put them individually. The Grateful Dead Dunks. I like color, I like colorways, I like originality, I like creativity, and the Grateful Dead Dunks are something that definitely brought out creativity and originality, and I loved it. I love the colorways. It's super bright, just brought it out. I love the materials they use with it, and when I seen all those releases, I was like, okay, there's 3 releases, I can probably get one, and I missed all 3. Okay, I missed all 3. This man is I have the worst luck with sneakers app. This is I don't get it. You know, I don't get it. I don't get why I'm so trash on sneakers app. But I missed all 3, man. And as you can see, all these are reselling at ridiculous amounts. And so that kind of means there's like no way I'm gonna cop them unless I get rich, unless I get like 1 million subscribers on YouTube and I start making this YouTube money, I guess. That'd probably be the only way I could probably buy these shoes. But damn, man, just looking at them again, when I see them in outfits or I see people wearing them outside, it definitely puts that hit me like, damn, man, I want those. At number 3, now this is a shoe that I was mentioning before. So I mentioned you the Off-White 5s, the sale. Now this is the first Off-White 5 that released, and I believe it released around All-Star Weekend. This shoe was super, super dope when I first seen it. I like the creativity with the box. I like how they do it. You know, Virgil always does something weird with the shoe, and I really dug it, and I really tried to cop it. And this is probably the quickest one I mentioned. It just was a no-go. Either way I went, it was a no-go. I was trying to do the Nike ad, that was no-go. I was trying to do some raffles, it was a no-go. It was instant L's all around the board. So, yeah, that's number 3. Okay. Number 2 on the list is the Off-White 4 sale. Now, I like that shoe, dude. Like, I like it. I like it. Just the way the 4 looks, just in that colorway, the way they brought it out. And again, I'm an outfit person. So when I see people put outfits together, when they put the outfits together with this shoe, it just looks freaking amazing how they do it. And so I just love the shoe. I dig the color. So much you can do with that sail tannish color. There's so much you can do with that. And that's why I really dug it. And that's why I was really trying to get it. There was another shoe that I had my wife actually enter like 5 raffles for. I entered the same 5 raffles. And we did the whole Nike thing. And none of us, we didn't win any of that. And I was just like, yo, you gotta be kidding me. I have not won anything all year. That was the biggest L. Well, that was one of the biggest L that kind of hurt right here. Because just how many times I tried to cop this shoe was just freaking ridiculous. And I couldn't get it. So the Off-White 4, that still hurts to this day. I could have matched this sweater I got on, man. And number 1, the biggest L I have taken in 2020, and yet again, this list is my opinion. You can have a different list. You can disagree with my list. You can have your own list. Let me see your list in the comments. What's the biggest L you guys have taken in the sneaker world? Or just give me your link of the shoes that you wish you would have caught, but you didn't. But my biggest L, drum roll, please, is the Chunky Dunky Nike SB Dunk. Now, a lot of people don't like this shoe. I absolutely loved this shoe. And I love this shoe so much that I was willing to look at authentic websites, fake authentic websites, just to see if I could find something similar. But the sneakerhead in me was like, dude, like I wouldn't feel right wearing a pair of fakes. I've never wore fakes on purpose. Or I've never bought fakes. I've never sold fakes. So the fact that just even considering it, I was like, yeah, you're doing too much. But that's how much I wanted this shoe. I dig the colorways. I dig how they did it. I like the little cow theme and the sky and everything like that. Plus, Ben & Jerry's is absolutely fire. So I dug how they did the shoe. And I like I said, I love colors, right? I love colors. I like SBs. But I know with the SB hype coming up, it was going to be tough. But I put in every bit I could, y'all. Everything I could, I tried for that shoe. It just didn't work out. And now they're selling for like $2,500 or something like that. It just sucks because that's a shoe that I genuinely like. Out of every shoe this year, I wanted the Chunky Dunky. I wanted that shoe. If you told me I could take an L on all the shoes I just mentioned today, but I'll have a Chunky Dunky, I'd have felt accomplished for 2020. Now you might feel different. I know I have a cousin who completely despises that shoe and thinks it's the most hideous thing ever. I thought the shoe was massively dope. And so if I would have copped that, I would have felt like this year would have been a success. I'd have been like, oh yeah, I missed on everything else, but I got these Chunky Donkeys though. So that is my list. That is my top 10 list of shoes that I took an L on. And you know what? It hasn't happened yet, but the Kobe Grinch is coming out, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to take an L on that too. So go ahead and throw that on the list of other L's I have taken in 2020. I can't wait for this year to be over so 2021 can start, and maybe Sneakers app will love me. We'll see. At Nike, can you please let your boy cop something? Please. I'm trying to give you my money. But if you want to put me on a mailing list, I'll take that. Alright, y'all. It's your boy Sneaker on the Budget. I appreciate you guys. See you for the next video. So close to this giveaway. Let's get to it, Budget fam.
Hope you love all of my shit. I hope you love all of my shit.